It's time for the Hannah Brown cooking show. It's time for the Hannah Brown cooking show. It's time for the Hannah Brown cooking show because she's a really good cook.
Hi, I'm Hannah. Welcome to my kitchen. So today we are going to make vegan arugula and cashew pesto, which is a kind of pesto that I haven't really seen around very much, but I'm a big fan of it because the spiciness and the bitterness of the arugula really blends well with the creamy sweetness of the cashews. So you don't really have to do too much to make it taste good. And then you get like an earthy, really delicious feeling when you eat it that just makes your whole body feel like you're doing something healthy for yourself. But since this is vegan, we're not going to use any animal products, so no Parmesan, which is what you would use in, some other pestos. So I'm going to go over the list of ingredients, and then we are going to make it, and it doesn't take long at all. So first, I have this is just a bag of arugula. I got this from Trader Joe's, but you can get it pretty much at any store. Make sure to wash it though, because you could have some kind of, bacteria. Cashews. So, traditionally if you're making a basil pesto, you would use pine nuts, but again, I like using cashews. And another reason why I really like doing an arugula pesto is because buying a lot of basil can be expensive, and it also isn't seasonal year-round, so it can be hard to find. But you can get a big bag of arugula pretty cheaply any time of year. So it's kind of just more cost-effective. So about a couple handful of cashews. It really depends on your taste how much you want to add, but it's good to just have options. I've already eaten some of these because they're delicious, which is why there's not a full pack. Garlic. This is extremely important. I like to use a lot of garlic in my pesto, but keep in mind that it's going to be raw. So if you're not a huge garlic fan, then you might want to just use 1 or 2 cloves. And then lemon. This is another thing that's up to you. I don't always use lemon in this pesto, but it's a good touch. And then olive oil. Today we have a blended canola olive oil, which is again more cost effective. Usually I'll use 100% olive oil, but really it doesn't matter too much, whatever you want to use. It's all about quality and taste. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. So what you do is, I've already peeled these garlics. I'm going to cut off the tip of them so that they are ready to go in the processor. And this is a really important part of making a pesto. You really need a food processor. I'm really not sure how else you would do it. So that's one of the things that I have sprung for as a cook, is a good food processor, and I'm never sorry that I did that. So I'm going to put in 5 cloves, but it's up to you however much you want to put in there. And then the next thing is some cashews. So put a handful of cashews in, or 2. You can always add more, so that's the thing. Next, put in a handful of greens, and you can stuff it up to the top, but what you're going to do is drizzle the olive oil on top of it so that it oozes down into the greens and it has that lubrication to really process. And you can put some salt on it as well before you even start processing. Okay, so now that you have your food processor full of arugula, just remember that you can always go back and add the rest of arugula as it chops down and becomes a paste. So don't think you have to smush it all in at once. Just as much as you can get in there without, it being ridiculous is fine. If it looks like, it doesn't have enough lubrication, add more olive oil. If you think that it should be more of a paste, add more cashews. And definitely keep adding more greens. So it's really about your taste and what you think is best. So go ahead and add the rest of your greens and any other ingredients that you think would be good. Now's a good time to add any extra salt and the lemon as well. So now, check out what kind of flavors we got going on here. Whew! It's intense. So I have a really deep garlicky flavor. It's very bitter from the arugula, but it's kind of nicely smoothed over by the cashew. If you're not a fan of arugula, this might not be the recipe for you, but if you love it, then you're gonna love this. It's great to pair with other options, cheeses, even, you know, I like to use this Daiya cheese, which is a cheese alternative for vegans. And mozzarella, if you're not vegan, would be good with it as well. And if you make, you can make a delicious sandwich with tomatoes. It would taste amazing. So try it out. Let me know what you think. And thank you for watching.